Hello everyone and welcome to another educational video for the ERN Cranio. I'm Marije van Dalen and I'm a PhD student and psychologist at the Erasmus MC Sophia Children's Hospital in the Netherlands. Today I'll be talking to you about the role of appearance in different stages of life. Throughout your life, body image and your appearance will play a different role. For instance, in childhood, children will know what their appearance is and will learn that this can influence other people. In adolescence, appearance plays a very vital role and belonging into a peer group is also very important. And then finally, in adulthood, aging and different body processes can also influence how you look at your appearance. In early childhood, children are often unaware of their appearance and the influence this has on others. For instance, children up to the age of 3 will recognize themselves in the mirror, but it takes 2 more years for them to realize that other people have bodies similar to theirs. Also, when a child is 5, it's likely that he thinks he can change his gender. For instance, if you were to ask a 5-year-old boy if he would become a girl if he started wearing dresses, it's very likely that he would answer that this is indeed the case. And during primary school, children will also start to learn how to compare themselves to others. So they can compare things such as how they do at school. For instance, oh, this child in my class is very smart. Or they can compare things such as attractiveness. So maybe they can think, oh, this girl in my class is a lot more attractive than I am. Okay, now we move on to middle childhood. Middle childhood is approximately from age 8 to age 11. And during this period, children will become aware of their appearance and the influence it has on others. And you will also see that children will start to use their appearance as a means of social signaling. So for instance, they will want to wear what other children wear, so they can fit in. If your child has a medical condition, this period is often the time when you will start to see some appearance-related distress. If you want to know more about appearance-related distress, please check our video on the ERN Cranio channel. I will include a link to this video below. Now, during this period, body image will also start to play a role in self-esteem. Body image is the thoughts and feelings you have about your physical appearance. In children aged 8 to 11, you will start to see that body image can be linked to self-esteem. And negative experiences, for instance teasing or bullying about their appearance, can have an effect until adolescence or even until adulthood. In adolescence, body image will start to play an even bigger role. Adolescence is typically a period in which the body and the brain quickly grow and mature, and there are many changes to cope with. All these changes, together with the desire to fit in, can make your relation with your body very vulnerable in adolescence. And research has shown that up to 70% of girls report they want to be thinner, and up to 45% of boys report they want to be bigger and more muscular. So as you can see, a pretty significant part of adolescents report not feeling very comfortable with their bodies. Adolescence is also a time to experiment. This is because adolescents need to find their identity. They want to know what are my norms and values. They have to try several identities to find out which one suits them best. This experimenting is also something that you can see in clothes and appearance. For instance, adolescents may often dye their hair a funky color or use clothes that push the boundaries on what other people think is acceptable. And because of this, body image and self-esteem is often very much influenced by the opinions of peers. In adolescence, social media also plays a vital role. Studies have shown that adolescents spend up to 3 hours a day on social media, and visual-based social media such as Instagram or TikTok are much more popular among adolescents than media that are based on text such as Facebook and Twitter. So you can imagine that these apps have a big influence on the body esteem of adolescents. And on the one hand, we know that these social media apps help adolescents to stay connected to each other, so that's a positive thing. But on the other hand, we also know that there is a relation between media exposure and body image, where adolescents that are exposed to more media often have a more negative body image. A negative body image is sometimes also termed body dissatisfaction. And body dissatisfaction has been shown to be a predictor of things such as depressive symptoms, anxiety, or other mental health problems. So it's very important that we prevent body dissatisfaction. Research has also shown that an upward social comparison is related to a more negative body image. An upward social comparison is where you compare yourself to someone who who is better than you, or is prettier than you, or is more able than you are. So for instance, if I were to go on Instagram and look at some Instagram fit girl who is a lot more lean than I am and has the body type that I would possibly want, this is an upward social comparison, and if I do this a lot, it might affect my body image. And other studies have also shown that a frequent exposure to social media can lead to a drive for fitness in young women and can lead to body dissatisfaction. Also, an experimental study with selfies found that if you upload a selfie, you actually feel worse afterwards. Now, all of this does not mean that we need to forbid social media in adolescence. There are also positive sides about it, but we need to remember that social media can have negative effects and we need to be aware of this. Problems and insecurities about your body can also exist in adulthood. Bodily changes in adulthood, such as maybe putting on weight, graying hair, getting wrinkles, means that people move away from the thin ideal that the social media, the media, and the society display. This can cause insecurities for some people. And in women, bodily changes, such as a pregnancy or the menopause, can make them especially prone to changes in body shape. In adulthood, 55 to 75% of women report body dissatisfaction. More women than men report body dissatisfaction. Throughout adulthood, body dissatisfaction remains constant for most women. Now, another thing that some adults do is dieting. Research has shown that up to 42% of women aged 30 to 75 have reported that they dieted in the past 5 years. A percentage of 11%, so that's 1 in 10 people, report that they are usually or always dieting. Now, the importance that physical appearance has may decrease over age. However, there is little research on elderly people, so we don't know a lot about body image in this phase of life. What we do know is that a lot of people experience aging anxiety. With aging anxiety, people might be afraid of aging and the effect that this can have on your body. Women with more aging anxiety have been shown to have more body dissatisfaction and can sometimes also have more body shame and disordered eating. Okay, we've come to the end of this video. Now, I hope this video taught you something about appearance and body image in different stages of life. As we've seen, there is a close relation between body image, body dissatisfaction, and psychological well-being. If you or anyone you know struggles with body image issues, don't be afraid to reach out to others. You can maybe talk to someone you trust, like siblings, your friends, your partner, or anyone else. Or you can talk to your GP about this problem. Don't be afraid to talk to people if you feel like you need to talk to others. Okay, thank you for watching. Please subscribe to our channel for more interesting videos because more will be coming soon. Bye!